Have you ever watched an older loved one struggle with something as simple as tying their shoes, bending down to pick up a dropped object, or even leaning forward to reach for something? For many seniors, this everyday movement becomes a real challenge. And it's not just inconvenient, it can feel frustrating, embarrassing, and even a little frightening. In today's episode, we're going to dive deep into why bending down becomes difficult with age, what symptoms to watch for, and most importantly, the simple solutions seniors can try at home to regain flexibility, strength, and independence. If you find this podcast helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe so you never miss practical tips like these. Let's begin with the why. Why is it so hard for seniors to bend down? The reasons are usually a mix of natural changes in the body and specific health conditions. As we age, our muscles lose strength, especially the core and leg muscles that help stabilize the body when we bend. This condition is known as sarcopenia. At the same time, our joints, particularly in the hips, knees, and spine, become stiffer. Cartilage wears down, discs in the spine lose cushioning, and ligaments lose elasticity. Put simply, the body isn't as flexible as it used to be. But that's not the whole story. Many seniors also live with arthritis, osteoporosis, or chronic back problems. For example, osteoarthritis in the knees can make squatting or kneeling nearly impossible. Osteoporosis may cause tiny fractures in the spine that lead to a hunched posture, limiting the ability to lean forward. And if you add chronic back pain or sciatica into the mix, even the idea of bending down feels intimidating. The symptoms are often easy to recognize: stiffness when trying to bend, pain in the lower back or knees, a pulling sensation in the hamstrings, difficulty keeping balance when leaning forward, or needing support from furniture just to reach the floor. Some seniors also describe a fear of falling whenever they try to bend, which makes them avoid the movement altogether. Over time, this avoidance leads to even more stiffness and weakness, a cycle that worsens independence. Now, the good news: while these issues are common, there are effective ways to address them at home. Let's go step by step through practical solutions that don't require expensive equipment or professional gyms. The first and most important principle is start slowly. For seniors, pushing too hard can backfire. Gentle, consistent movement is more effective than trying to force flexibility in one session. Think of progress like watering a plant. Small, regular care works better than one big flood. One of the most helpful exercises is the seated hamstring stretch. Sit near the edge of a sturdy chair, extend one leg straight out with your heel on the floor and your toes pointing up. Then, lean forward slightly from the hips until you feel a gentle stretch along the back of your thigh. Hold for a few seconds, then switch legs. This simple stretch improves flexibility in the hamstrings, which directly affects the ability to bend forward without pulling on the lower back. Another effective move is the quad stretch. Hold onto a chair or countertop for balance. Bend one knee backward and gently pull your ankle toward your buttocks. This lengthens the front thigh muscles, making it easier to kneel or squat. For the spine, the seated cat-cow exercise is excellent. While sitting upright on a chair, place your hands on your thighs. Round your back forward as you exhale, then arch it gently as you inhale. This improves mobility in the spine and eases stiffness in the lower back. Strengthening exercises are just as important as stretching. The bridge exercise is perfect for this. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Tighten your abdominal and glute muscles, then lift your hips upward, forming a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold for a few seconds before lowering back down. This builds strength in the core and glutes, muscles that are essential for bending safely and standing back up. The bird dog exercise is another great option. Start on your hands and knees. Extend your right arm forward and your left leg backward at the same time, keeping your back flat. Hold, then switch sides. This builds coordination, balance, and core strength, all of which protect the spine when bending forward. For gentle lower back relief, try the knee to chest stretch. Lie on your back, bend one knee and pull it slowly toward your chest. Switch sides or bring both knees in if possible. This reduces lower back tension and increases flexibility in the hips. One of the simplest but most effective moves is the pelvic tilt. Lying on your back with knees bent, gently press your lower back into the floor by tightening your abdominal muscles. Hold for a few seconds, then release. This strengthens the core and stabilizes the lower spine. Along with these specific exercises, general activity is crucial. Walking is underrated but powerful. Just 10 to 15 minutes of walking every day keeps blood flowing, muscles active, and joints lubricated. Encourage seniors to avoid long periods of sitting still. Even standing up every half hour and stretching a little can prevent stiffness from setting in. Supportive tools at home can make a big difference too. Wearing shoes with sturdy, non-slip soles helps maintain balance when bending. Installing grab bars or using a stable chair for support adds safety and confidence. And using simple aids like a long-handled reacher tool can reduce the strain while flexibility is improving. Now, while these at-home solutions are safe and helpful, it's also important to recognize when professional medical care is necessary. If an older adult experiences severe pain when bending, sudden loss of mobility, numbness or tingling down the legs, or repeated falls, it's time to see a doctor. These could be signs of conditions like herniated discs, advanced arthritis, or neurological issues that require more than just home exercises. In some cases, physical therapy guided by a professional can provide tailored strategies to restore mobility safely. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the mental side of things. Many seniors stop bending down not only because of pain but because of fear of falling, fear of getting stuck, or fear of worsening their condition. Rebuilding confidence is just as important as rebuilding muscles. By practicing gentle exercises daily, celebrating small improvements, and creating a safe environment, seniors can slowly regain trust in their own bodies. If you're listening to this and thinking, "That sounds like me," or "That reminds me of my parents," then take it as a sign to start today. Pick just one or two of the exercises we discussed and try them. Write down how you feel before and after. Over time, you'll notice that bending, reaching, and moving become easier and less stressful. To everyone tuning in, thank you for spending this time with me. If this podcast gave you value, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Share this episode with a friend or family member who might be struggling with these same challenges. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, down-to-earth health advice that makes life better, one small step at a time. Remember, staying active, even in small ways, is the key to keeping independence as we age. Every stretch, every walk, every effort counts. So let's keep moving, keep growing, and keep supporting one another.